Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the changes that have already been made to Modern Warfare Remastered based on fans talking about what they want changed or whatever, and Raven Software is listening. This is probably one of the first times in the history of Call of Duty that the developer is straight up listening to the fans when they want something changed. Obviously it's before launch, so they can do that very easily, but they're actually listening to the fans, and this is awesome because this game is for the fans. Modern Warfare Remastered is probably have, the most memories for me out of any Call of Duty, that and Modern Warfare 2 probably, but the fact that Raven Software is listening to the hardcore COD 4 fans and they're changing things, and it's making the game honestly a lot better. There's still a long ways to go, honestly, to get this game perfect, I guess you could say, especially for those hardcore Call of Duty 4 fans like myself. This was the first Call of Duty that I ever played. A lot of the people in the Call of Duty community nowadays never got to play COD 4 in its prime, and a lot of them, might not understand, with White Boy 7th Street, with the sounds and the headshot icon and all that stuff like that. That's a big deal to hardcore Call of Duty 4 fans. A lot of fans might not understand that, but those things are a big deal. That's kind of what separated Call of Duty 4 as one of the best, if not the best, Call of Duty ever. And there's a lot of nostalgia with the sounds and the icons and the commentators and all that stuff in COD 4 Remastered that needs to be, it might need to be changed or whatever to get it back to where it needs to be. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the changes that Raven Software has already made since revealing multiplayer at COD XP. So the first thing is right after COD XP, Wendell Wobble, he is the head designer, the lead designer for Raven Software, working on COD 4 Remastered. And right after COD XP, he put on his Twitter that said, he spent the day reviewing and writing emails about Modern Warfare Remastered. Community feedback is crucial. I will post updates as things get accomplished. So basically, they're looking at all these emails and tweets and everything that these fans are sending in, and they're trying to make this game, for the fans, how the fans want it. So the first thing they posted was on September 13th, and basically they changed the kill feed down in the bottom left-hand corner to the original headshot emblem and the original knife melee kill, because the ones that were in the game at COD XP were actually the same ones from Advanced Warfare. And obviously, being the fact that Advanced Warfare was not received very well, it wasn't a lot of people's favorite games. A lot of people were kind of upset with that, the fact that they were bringing in those icons from one of the most hated Call of Duties into one of the most beloved Call of Duties. So that was the first thing they changed, and then a lot of people might be like, oh dude, it's just a stupid icon. The headshot icon in COD 4 I don't think was used in any other game ever. It might have been some sort of a variation of it in Modern Warfare 2, but other than that, it was its own thing. And it is what it is. It's nostalgic. It was kind of a cool thing. Also, the next thing that they changed is a lot of people were talking about the audio in the game, and this is something that I am still preaching to this day, that the guns need to sound similar to COD 4. Like, for instance, when we got the multiplayer reveal trailer, the Barrett 50 cal did sound similar. It wasn't quite the same, but the biggest thing was the Desert Eagle. The Desert Eagle handgun was probably one of the most beloved, notorious handguns in the history of Call of Duty, and it sounded like the one from Modern Warfare 3. And the Modern Warfare 3 Desert Eagle, a lot of people didn't like how it sounded because it just didn't have that punch. It had a lot more deeper of a sound, and it didn't quite sound like, the Desert Eagle. The original Desert Eagle sound from Call of Duty 4 was unmistakable. You could hear that all the way across the map, and you could definitely tell that somebody was using the Desert Eagle. I mean, it was just one of those sounds that when you heard it, you knew exactly what it was. So basically what Raven did is they updated the Barrett 50 cal, the Desert Eagle, the RPD light machine gun, and the M40A3 sniper rifle, which to this day is probably one of the most beloved sniper rifles in the history of Call of Duty. They made the audio a lot more close to closely match the original sounds. So I don't know how exactly they did that, if they took, the old sounds from Call of Duty 4, and then they like maybe they went over them and refreshed them a little bit, and give it a little bit more of a modern sound, but still kept the core sound from the old games. I'm not exactly sure how they did that. I guess only time will tell when we actually get into the, maybe we can see some of that stuff in the Modern Warfare Remastered when the campaign comes out for PlayStation 4 in a matter of, I believe, just over 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks from this Wednesday. So obviously if they change the sound in multiplayer, it's going to change the sound in single player, so we will know kind of what those guns sound like when that comes out. And the last thing, this really, I don't understand why they originally did this, and it's not really that big of a deal personally to me, but obviously your hardcore Call of Duty 4 fans are going to, they're going to give you opinions on everything. And the OP4 sniper multiplayer model, so what the sniper looks like for the OP4 team in multiplayer, originally had a mustache way back in the day. I mean, honestly, that's kind of a very minor detail, but it was in the game. The character model had a mustache. In Modern Warfare Remastered at Call of Duty XP, the dude did not have a mustache, and there was you would be surprised on how many people saw that and were like, "Yo, what the hell is that? He doesn't even look like the same dude." So Wendell Wobble from Raven Software did say that. This is the tweet he put on Twitter. It says, "The OP4 sniper has boarded the hype train and will grow facial hair for the launch of Modern Warfare Remastered." So that's just a minor detail, but I love the fact that Respawn. Holy shit. Raven Software. The amount of attention to details that they are taking, especially from fan feedback since Call of Duty XP, is absolutely awesome. I love the fact that they're actually listening to the fans and getting down to the nitty-gritty details, but there are more things, in my opinion, need to be changed. So the first thing is the commentators in the multiplayer. So when the round starts, back in Call of Duty 4, there was, if you were on one of the factions, it was like the SAS, which was the British Special Forces. At the start of the match, there was Gaz. He was played by a character in single player, but he would say, "Let's do this." That is just some nostalgia there. I don't know if they had that in the Modern Warfare Remastered, but when people call in UAVs and helicopter support standing by, all that stuff, the announcers that they have in the game now, they sound terrible. They sound absolutely terrible. And actually here at the end of this video, I'm going to play some of the original audio clips from Call of Duty 4, just so you guys kind of know where I'm coming from, and you guys know, if you haven't played that game a lot, and you guys will know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the original audio files. But that needs to be changed. When you're on the OP4 and you get a UAV, it needs to be the original guy. UAV is standing by. The old guy from COD 4, that guy sounded so much better than the one that's in Modern Warfare Remastered now. I'm sure they can basically import the audio files from COD 4, remaster them, add some stuff to them and stuff like that, and make them fresh, make them with the times, because that game was made 10 years ago. But that's definitely one thing that needs to be brought back in. With the audio of the guns, I truly believe that the audio of the guns should be very, very similar. Like the silenced MP5 in COD 4 sounded completely different than the silenced MP5 in Modern Warfare Remastered. It had a specific sound and you knew exactly what that gun was. It just, in my opinion, it needs to go back. It needs to go back to the original COD 4. That way I can totally, when I play it, I will be fully immersed and feeling as if it's Call of Duty 4 all over again. If I'm playing this game and it has all these different gun sounds, it's not gonna feel the same. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing on the same maps. Yeah, the kill streaks, yada yada yada. It's just not gonna feel the same. Audio in Call of Duty 4 and COD 4 Remastered needs to be the same, because that is one of the biggest things that immerses you in a game is audio. The sounds around you and stuff like that. It needs to be very similar. So especially, probably one of the biggest things, and I've heard a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers and a lot of fans and everything express this, the P90 with a silencer on it had its own unique sound. It was the same way in Modern Warfare 2, and it just had, I don't even know how to explain the sound. I will make sure to put that in here at the end, the P90 silence sound, if I can find it. But that needs to be the same. That is one of the most nostalgic, unique sounds in any Call of Duty, of any weapon, of any attachment, whatever you want to call it. But that is what it is, and it needs to be back. So that is pretty much all for this video, guys. Obviously, it's it's a big deal with the COD 4 hardcore fans like myself, and hopefully Wendell Wobble can see. Maybe he'll even be able to see this video. I'll try to post it to him, and we'll see. I don't know if he'll actually watch it. If he does, that would be awesome, just to kind of get a point of view from somebody that's been on Call of Duty for a long time, and my opinions and stuff. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Also, guys, I didn't mention the gameplay you're actually watching in the background is Black Ops 3 Arena. It was me and 3 of my buddies that I play Call of Duty with all the time, and we played Hardpoint on evac. And this was a very good match. Yeah, there were some things we screwed up on. We played well, and we ended up pulling it out in the end. It was a very close match. It was a very competitive match. This was probably one of the more fun matches I've had in Arena in a long time. It was, the connection on Black Ops 3 right now is kind of so-so. It's not very good. I don't know if they're just kind of letting it go. I honestly don't know. David Vonderhaar needs to post something or whatever, because the servers are really trash right now. But anyway, I am going to leave you guys with some sound files here at the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like. It really helps me out. It really helps my videos get out there, and I would really appreciate it. It only takes a second. Also, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe for more awesome Call of Duty content in the near and upcoming future. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Granada! Capture the objective! Marines, get ready to move out. We may have lost the battle, but not the war. We have been defeated, comrades. Helicopter support standing by. Take no prisoners, comrades! Search and destroy. Blow the fuse. Airstrike standing by. Airstrike standing by.